They threw you into hell thinking you would beg for mercy. They pushed you into the fire believing you would scream, collapse, disappear. They watched as the doors closed behind you, and in their minds, your story ended there. But listen to me now. Listen closely. You didn't break. You burned and became something they could never control. Every scar you carry today, it is not a reminder of weakness. It is a signature of survival. Every scar tells a victory. They expected silence from you. They expected tears, apologies, excuses. They expected you to shrink, to lower your head, to doubt your worth. They expected you to stay exactly where they left you, wounded, confused, defeated. And for a moment, maybe even you believed them. You looked at yourself in the dark and wondered, is this all I am now? You replayed the betrayal, the rejection, the humiliation. You felt the weight of their laughter echoing in your chest. You felt small. You felt lost. But what they never understood, what they could never understand, is this. You were never fragile. You were forged. They mistook your patience for weakness. They mistook your silence for surrender. They mistook your kindness for permission. And while they were celebrating your fall, you were learning how to stand on broken ground. You didn't survive because life was easy. You survived because something inside you refused to die. In the chaos, you adapted. In the darkness, you sharpened your senses. In the fire, you discovered your real strength. You learned how to breathe while drowning. You learned how to walk while bleeding. You learned how to smile while rebuilding yourself from ruins. And it wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. There was no applause. It was quiet resilience, silent discipline, long nights where no one checked on you, long mornings where you had to choose yourself again and again and again. You became your own shelter, your own mentor, your own source of hope. And slowly, almost invisibly, you changed. The fear that once controlled you, it lost its grip. The pain that once defined you, it became fuel. The doubt that whispered lies in your ear, you stopped listening. You didn't just survive the storm. You learned its language. That's when they started to notice, not because you were loud, not because you announced your growth, but because your energy changed. You walked differently. You spoke differently. You no longer chased validation. You no longer explained yourself. And that scared them, because the moment you stop seeking approval is the moment they lose power over you. They expected bitterness, but you found clarity. They expected revenge, but you found peace. They expected you to remain broken, but you became untouchable. Did they really think you would stay on your knees forever? Did they really think pain would be the end of you? Did they really think scars meant failure? No, scars mean you lived. Scars mean you fought. Scars. Scars mean you won battles no one ever saw. You see, transformation doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when everything familiar collapses, when illusions shatter, when masks fall. You were forced to confront yourself, raw, unfiltered, exposed. And instead of running, you stayed. You faced your flaws. You owned your mistakes. You released what no longer served you. That takes courage, not the kind that roars, but the kind that whispers, keep going. You learned when to speak and when to walk away. You learned that peace is louder than arguments. You learned that discipline beats motivation. You learned that healing is not linear, and that's okay. And every step forward left a mark. Every lesson carved a scar. But these scars, they don't hurt anymore. They shine. They watch you now with confusion in their eyes. They don't recognize you. They don't understand how the same person they tried to destroy now stands unshaken. They whisper. They speculate. They replay the past, wondering where they lost control. But the truth is simple. They never had control. You just hadn't awakened yet. And now, you don't need their apologies. You don't need their acknowledgement. You don't need their regret. Your existence is the proof. Your growth is the answer. Your peace is the victory. You move through life with a calm they can't disturb, a focus they can't distract, a confidence that doesn't need permission. You don't react, you respond. You don't chase, you attract. You don't prove, you embody. And that's the ultimate shift, because when you master yourself, no one else can rule you. You wear your scars like armor now, not heavy, not burdensome, but perfectly fitted to who you've become. Each one whispers a story. You survived this. You learned from that. You rose again. Let me ask you something. What happens when fire stops burning you and starts obeying you? You become dangerous in the best way possible. Not reckless, not cruel, but powerful with restraint. You know what you're capable of now. You've seen yourself at your lowest, and you lived. So fear doesn't intimidate you anymore. Loss doesn't paralyze you. Judgment doesn't define you. You've already been tested. You've already been broken open. You've already rebuilt yourself with intention, and you did it alone. That's why your presence is heavy. That's why your silence speaks. That's why your eyes hold stories words could never capture. They may never admit it, but they feel it. They feel the distance. They feel the shift. They feel the power they no longer have access to. And while they remain stuck in old patterns, you evolve. While they replay the past, you design the future. While they search for control, you live in freedom. This isn't arrogance. This is earned confidence. This is what happens when pain meets purpose. This is what happens when suffering meets discipline. This is what happens when you refuse to quit. You are no longer driven by revenge. You are driven by vision. You no longer move from anger. You move from alignment. Your success isn't loud, but it's undeniable. Your peace isn't fragile, but unbreakable. And the most powerful part? You did all of this without becoming like them. You kept your integrity. You kept your soul. You kept your humanity. That's strength. Now stand here for a moment. Look back, not with regret, but with respect. Respect the version of you who endured. Respect the nights you cried alone. Respect the mornings you showed up anyway. That person saved your life, and now you carry their legacy forward. Every scar tells a victory. Every wound tells a lesson. Every step forward proves one truth. You were never meant to be destroyed. You were meant to be transformed. So walk forward with your head high, not because you are perfect, but because you are real. Not because you are fearless, but because you act despite fear. Not because you were spared pain, but because you conquered it. Let them remember you however they want. It no longer matters. You know who you are. You are the one who survived. You are the one who rose. You are the one who turned pain into power. And as long as you breathe, as long as you keep moving, as long as you honor your scars, your story will never be over, because every scar, every single one, tells a victory.